It's Week 8 of the National Football League, where we'll see a brawl inside the AFC North. It's the Bengals and the Ravens, and it comes your way next.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That's on the guard, Alex Kappa.
Still first down.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Right to the air is Burrow. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. But one word for that opening play call, and that is aggressive, but it worked. First play from scrimmage, long touchdown pass.
Well, let's be honest about it. In our production meeting last night, we talked about when would the secondary get tested. I did not say they'd get tested on play number 1. I knew as the game went along, they would take their shots. But that, as you said, a bold strike and very successful right out of the gate.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Ravens with their first look on offense. They'll be taken out by the product of the University of Louisville, the talented Teddy Bridgewater.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent, too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it. But otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense, get things going, and see how things settle in.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. He'll dump this down to Dillon. It's complete. So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Bridgewater's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete.
Just a little bit too much trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Tucker's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice chunk of yardage there. And then additional pickup with his...
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to it. DJ Reader. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Now Burrow. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 31-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
To throw again on second down. Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 19. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you...
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Hayden Hurst, his third touchdown now on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. First carry now for A.J. Dillon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And here comes Westbrook. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
And they go play action now. Burrow sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. Well, let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Burrow will throw. Quick slant caught by Chase. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. Hunter Nicewander on to punt now on 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards that time. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He'll find Bateman once more. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
No doubt about it, because offense coordinators love it.
Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Bridgewater on 1st down. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
On 2nd down, Dillon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 33-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him in with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down three, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick one-pointers instead of three-pointers.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here are the Bengals set to take over. They were losers to Philadelphia a week ago. Now they find themselves in the lead as they start this drive.
Here we go. Hey, we got to go score.
They go play action with Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here we go, here we go.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. That is caught. Westbrook's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
They're going right back to Westbrook. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Here we go, here we go.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up...
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Bengals go up by 2 touchdowns. And McPherson on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a Bengals score. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up
Bridgewater. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. And right side, they're going to go option here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. What a run there. I mean, you've got speed, elusiveness, escapability, all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached. They get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed, elusiveness, and escapability all rolled into one with the ball in their hands. And guess what? It's him. So there's no sense in throwing it or handing it off when you can do all of that yourself. I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 22, Bridgewater. Now swing pass for Dillon. And he will be brought down, but a first and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. Here's Bridgewater. They go screen with Dillon. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Ravens are able to cut into that deficit.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. He's got it. They're back within a score. It's 8, 21-13. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's Mark Andrews who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense. He really continues to pick apart this defense. Last drive, perfect, and it culminated in his 3rd touchdown pass.
As long as we've been doing this, how many times has a player in this type of a zone described the game as really slowed down?
Yep.
So right now, instead of warp speed, it's
snail's pace.
Oh, snail's pace for him, and he can do whatever he wants with it. He has all the time in the world to throw the ball, and his offensive line has been giving him that.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. Now it's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. 7 yards there and a first down.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on second down. Burrow. And that is taken in by Hurst. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
On 2.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll be out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Johnson as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals will extend their lead here just before halftime. McPherson on for the point after. And the lead is up to 15 now. That time a 6-play drive. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Well, the Ravens going to get one more drive here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As message received here, no need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. You back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession. Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit. To throw on 2nd and 10. Bridgewater. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. Well, that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, they relaxed a little bit, or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
Taken in at the 3. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a one-score game.
This goes out wide for Mixon. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And Mixon not going to get there. Running into the wall here, and they'll stop him short. The Bengals bring out their punter now. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. How about that for a call? Leading in the second half, fake punt, but this one's going to work against them.
And, partner, I love a fake punt as much as anyone. In fact, I might love it more than other people, but in this case, probably a step too far because not only does it not work, but look at the field position they gave up after the attempt.
Bridgewater's throw complete there to Bateman. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. 2nd and 2.
At the 13-yard line.
From the gun, Bridgewater. A slant route caught by Bateman. And he's brought down. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Teddy Bridgewater keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Ravens have cut the lead back down to 2.
Partner, wasn't that long ago that when I talk with these NFL coaches about different innovations in the college game, you can see their eyes roll and they just shut down right away. Don't bring me that Joe College stuff. Well, guess what? The college game has definitely infiltrated its way into the NFL.
Yeah, and these guys, when you're seeing the option defensively, you got to stick to your assignments. I know that's cliche. They didn't do it there.
And option football means it's...
And now he's going to go down. A big sack, and they're unable to tie it.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
A 3rd quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe 1st or 2nd, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points.
Yeah.
But I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. To the right side and complete to Hurst. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throw. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On 2, ready?
Play action. It's Burrow. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now left side on the swing pass. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming, pick them up, and someone jumped.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That's a really good job there defensively. They went into this position knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They've clawed their way back into this game. First half, they were down pretty big. Now, all of a sudden, we've got a ball game. How have they done it?
First thing is what you just talked about, clawing their way back in. That means they've decided to go ahead and fight this thing out, which is great. The second part is they looked at where the problems were in the first half, figured out how to shore them up, and have now gone to that part of the playbook that is actually working for them. A few adjustments, a few changes, and really good execution.
Now we'll see if that trend can continue. Toward the sideline, and he will have the 1st down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And Charles, of interest here, that last throw is going to put him over 20,000 yards passing for his career, and that's not a bad number.
You're exactly right about that, and even though it's nowhere near the top of the leaderboard, because when you think about it, Brady and Breeze, they've done that 4 times over. But when you hit 20,000...
Back now in Baltimore. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven 1st.
I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Running the toss here to Dillon. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Bridgewater from the gun on third down. And that will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Ready to go on offense. Out come the Bengals. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Bridgewater. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. To throw, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Westbrook now on the return. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bengals set to take over. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough 1st downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They'll get 34 yards there.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Here we go, here we go.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun to give to Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock. Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
First down, Cincinnati.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset.
Here we go.
They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Second and 4. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now we're going to get a timeout here for an injured player, and that's Jamar Chase, who is in some obvious discomfort right now. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. They'll give it to Mixon. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Once again, they run with Mixon. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now it's Burrow. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays, and it ends with a Bengals score. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. So the Ravens now down by 9. 1:38 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Bridgewater to throw. Complete to Chenault. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down. Now Bridgewater. Dobbins with it. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Bridgewater. Connecting with Andrews. And they're going to get this up to midfield. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Here's Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion. So I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. And right now, because I think they're going to try and get...
Here's Bridgewater. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 25-yard line. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all